Quirky
Cross.
Hi, my name is Anna.
And I'm Peyton.
And today, what are we doing today?
Today, we are back with a very spooky reaction for Friday the 13th.
Ooh.
And we finally get to watch ATEEZ's The Black Cat Narrow Halloween performance video.
Yes. So obviously this came out for Halloween, but we didn't react to it like on Halloween day. But Friday the 13th is also like a spooky day, and it just so happens to be this month. Just so y'all know, we both have watched the original performance that they did on Immortal Songs during the Turbo special. We literally watched it before it was out on YouTube because we watched it on Naver. But because of that, since we have both seen the performance before multiple times, we might not have as many critical comments to say as we usually do for like a music video reaction.
Also, we did our best to avoid any sort of spoilers, clips, anything like that while we were scrolling through social media. But we do know about the guest appearance in this because ATEEZ posted a photo of it on their Instagram. We don't know what role he plays or like when he'll come in, but we do know he'll be in it. I'm not saying who, just in case there's anyone watching this that hasn't seen it yet.
But that being said, let's go?
Let's go!
Wait, this also means you can finally watch the behind making video after this too.
I know, I'm so excited.
Okay, wait. I just realized that.
Anything like this in a church just automatically makes it creepier.
Oh my god.
He looks like a vampire.
Oh. Oh.
Oh.
Oh.
Their makeup for their Halloween stuff is always so good.
Oh, the transition though. Oh.
They're in a graveyard.
Also, I'm glad you can hear the audio so much better than in like the performance.
Oh yeah.
Although I already have heard the clearer audio version because like the guy who helped mix this song put it on YouTube. Oh.
I already thought of her.
But this is like honestly more like I don't know, music video-esque than I was expecting. I thought
just
it would
like a
just be like
performance.
yeah.
But it's so much easier to see the dance in the dance shots than in like the live version, so this is really nice. Here we go.
God, this song is like so classic.
La, 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 la. Yeah. So Mingy!
You said it instead of me.
I said it for you.
Thank you.
You okay? Oh my gosh, I love that part.
Oh, where he like,
Facials.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
Honestly, I'm kind of sad it was in the red.
Oh.
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 So much of this dance is from like their other dances too, which is so nice that they've incorporated that.
Hmm. 와. 진짜 고양이 같아.
He's like a cat.
Oh yeah, sorry.
Speakers. Wow.
Oh, okay, yeah. I hadn't really seen many shots of him yet.
Sunny's faces.
It's so like perfect creepy
It
because
is
like
so
the
creepy.
organ.
Oh, I love this part, the low singing.
You did, Peyton? Oh! Wait, is that how he comes out?
Thriller.
Is that how he comes out? Like from the ground?
They like summon him.
와, 대박. 와, 대박이야. wait, 잠깐만.
Is he gonna dance? He did the thanks choreo too.
와.
Wow.
Oh my god. 대박.
Oh.
짱이야.
I have goosebumps. So the first thing, I love the fact that they put out a performance version of this video because obviously they won Immortal Songs with it, so it was like very popular, but then also they won Immortal Songs with it, but then also from like a choreographer perspective in my mind, I'm like, oh, this is how they want it to be seen, like the way that the dance is shot, the angles that they're showing it from, like they have picked like this is how we think it's shown off best. And you don't always get that in live performances because they're not 100% in charge of the filming. And then also just like quality wise, you could see it so much better here and hear it so much better here. And I noticed things in it that I didn't notice when I've watched the Immortal Songs performance before, like in the dance, but then also in the song, like some of the more background things that I didn't notice. So like when Sunny does his open arm thing that we talked about, where he like throws his head back and is like rocking and it's crazy, there's this like high-pitched scream behind it, and I had never noticed that before until we were watching it, and it just made that moment so much more impactful. So yeah, I really am glad that they put this out. I'm not gonna spend forever talking about how amazing all of their facials are and how they just get so into character and just, you know, completely embrace the character and the concept and are just, wow, top-notch performers, even when they're not in the front. That's one of the things that I really love about watching ATEEZ perform, whether it's in a music video or in a live stage, is even when they are not the center focus of attention, they're still performing. Like they're still in character in their facials, even if they're off to the side or in the back and the focus isn't on them. And it just really takes their performance to the next level. In terms of the choreography, so a couple of things. First of all, like I pointed out, and I know that a lot of ATEEZ have already pointed this out too, but they reuse some of their choreographies. They have the thanks choreo in there, and I just think that's so smart. It allows them to show their own style while covering this like legend song, because they also have the legendary moves in there. But also, I think the thing that I liked the most about this, they danced with so much more power. And I really didn't know that was going to be possible, because if you've seen the live version of this when they were on Immortal Songs, like they're already going at it like full force. But because this is recorded, they're not singing live in this, obviously. So they're not reserving any of their breath or their like endurance or their strength for singing. So they can go at this rather than 100%, like 200% is going towards performance. Okay, last thing, the fact that Kim Jong-kook was in there, wow. First of all, we were both so excited, like when he came out, I don't know if you could tell, but we were both just like, what? But just the fact that he's in this, because he really doesn't do stuff like this, like, ever. I can't remember a time where he's ever done something like this before. I don't know if you can. And so even if he does it, it's not often. And so I was just like, wow, like imagine having him in there. Okay, I'm gonna stop now. Anna, your turn.
Like you said, like I mentioned in the reaction too, you can hear the audio so much more clearly because it's not like a live performance, so it's not as muffled. It's interesting though, because it's the same music, but because like visually what you're seeing is different, it felt like I was interpreting the song or like feeling the song in a different way. One thing in particular is like how for the live stage that they did, the performance starts off with like Sunny in front of like a vanity mirror and like the lipstick thing, but this one it's just like shots of them in like a dark chapel, very gothic, that's the word I was looking for. So like because of that, because it's set in a chapel, the organ sounds in the song were like highlighted that much more, because like those just go together in people's minds. And like another thing, instead of just like being a song to listen to by itself, this was made for a performance. It has like the really distinct sections and drastic genre changes. And then the last really musical thing that I had to say was there's so much electric guitar in the song. It's very electric guitar heavy, and that's because the person who worked on the arrangement of this song is a guitarist. Like the day that this performance came out, he actually uploaded on YouTube of him like working on the arrangement and like explaining the whole process that he went through. And I haven't watched it in a while, so I don't remember the exact contents, but it's really interesting because you see like exactly what went into it. So if anyone's interested in that, you should check it out, and we can link it in the description box. There aren't English subtitles, so it might be difficult to follow along, but it is still really interesting to see because the screen just shows you like all the different layers and like each instrument is labeled that he put into this. That's also why I don't want to comment on the arrangement too much, because like there's actually a video of the person who made it explaining everything. So but other things to talk about, like, oh my god, the performance. I know Peyton mentioned it, but like Kim Jong-kook coming out, I was like, oh, like we knew it was gonna happen, but the way that he came out was amazing. And also because literally Song Min-gi has said so much since debut that he loves Kim Jong-kook, and like the reason why he wanted to become an idol and singer is because of Kim Jong-kook. And the fact that they got to do this together, and like Peyton said, Kim Jong-kook really doesn't do stuff like this a lot. He really doesn't. So that just proves and shows how much ATEEZ like impressed him. What a flex to say that you had Kim Jong-kook on your side.
Like only 2 years in. Not even like before 2 years in, when they actually made the impression on him.
Wow. I know that if I keep talking, I'm just gonna keep rambling about like, oh, they're so good in this and like so 잘생겼어 on this and like 진짜 짱이야. So I think we need to end here.
Yeah, I think we need to end because I'm just about to like burn.
Do you want a TLDR? Should I TLDR?
I can TLDR.
Okay.
TLDR is Happy Friday the 13th. It is still spooky season.
Woo.
It is always spooky season.
No.
And
after Friday the 13th, it's Christmas season.
True. But for now, it's still spooky season. There's no better way to spend Friday the 13th than watching ATEEZ's The Black Cat Narrow Halloween performance version, because it was spooky, it was amazing, fantastic, wonderful, impressive, so many things. And if you can't tell, wow, we both really liked it.
And
like we already liked it because we'd seen the live version, and then it just got even better.
If you enjoyed this reaction and also love ATEEZ and this performance so much, then please leave a like, comment, subscribe,
ding,
turn on your notification bell,
meow,
and bye.